Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Pokemon Pharaohs. It's been a few days since I've recorded, but we're going to go ahead and say the usual line we say every time we start one of these. If you want to go ahead and play this game, I was map testing something. If you want to play this game, go to EeveeExpo.com, search for Pokemon Pharaohs, and that should give you the Google Drives or the Discord. Or go to the description. That also has the link for the Discord and the Google Drives. Just make sure you move the space before .com or the space before .gg when you put it into the URL bar at the top, because I'm not validating myself. But yeah, I'm not giving YouTube that information. All right, we beat him. We beat them. I think we got our items. I believe we are heading towards the gym next. Let's go get that item first. I didn't realize I missed this little guy. Horsey. Oh, also, I know you've seen me play through this game twice now, but I added 2 more starters through the beginning just to kind of give you more of a variety. Horsey is one of them, and Ditto is one of them. You can still catch Ditto in the first town. This is just so you don't have to waste any early game resources, and if you want to give yourself that harder challenge. Alright, already got our Panther. Shout out to the last one that used to be named Loki forever. That was my last pet. Sneasel would have been dope. I don't want to pop a repel for Ace. Aw, Dino. Forgot you guys were there. Dino? Dino? Dino. About to give you that D. No. Absol's here? I didn't even know we could have gotten Absol here, man. I built the game. That's wild. If you don't know, Absol has a special ability now in this game where it's not an ability, but if you give it a specific stone, I'm not telling you which 3 stones, but it'll evolve into 3 separate different Pokemon. There is an NPC later in the game that does tell us about this, and that's when I will actually say it, because I don't remember which stone it is off the top of my head. But if you didn't know, Absol can evolve into Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. He's one of 3 Pokemon, I believe, that have a different evolution in this game. Alright, well, let's hope I'm not afraid of the dark. Okay, I'm a little afraid of the dark. And no, I did not give you Flash at this time. You're just supposed to go wander in the dark. We'll fight you and walk back down. Also, if you end up skipping trainers throughout the gym and you just want to go fight the gym leader, or you stumble across the gym leader and don't feel like fighting everyone right now, you're not going to lock yourself out of other trainers. Like in the gym, say you didn't fight this trainer and you just went right and went around in a circle and found the gym leader, this trainer would still be available for you to fight. I never liked it in gyms when you would go face, or whenever there were 7 or 8 trainers in the gym and you just found the right path and found the gym leader immediately, and then you just missed out on 4 or 5 trainers along the way. Also, it's more work to go in and put that switch there. Plus then I have to work on gym switches, general. I just like giving you a badge and saying have a good day. That was super effective, huh? Oh boy. I don't think we have any fighting. Do we? Nope. Okay, well this is gonna be a tough gym. Give ourselves a good old heal. Super Soaker. this point, I should have just tossed in the Litwick and eaten it down. Oh no, Assurance would have killed. Never mind. I'm done. That's why. Ooh, let's go. Oh, quick attack. Did not anticipate that one. Alright, babysitter, put it down. Yeah, I can't even think about Ultra Boy. Oh, but it looks like Lava Plume's just gonna eat through it all. Okay, we're gonna go back and heal. Try not to talk to him 17 times in the process. If you see me bounce back and forth like to the left and right a bunch in front of buildings, I went to the gym today and my arms are destroyed, so can't really do that the best. Sorry. After this gym, we're probably going to go back and knock out a couple of the gear golems. I'm on 103, I believe it is. I definitely recommend going and taking a few of them out. You might be able to beat them all depending on what your team makeup is. They're all ground, steel, and rock type. I didn't really make it so you could on purpose, but you were supposed to come back to it later. Oh man, this is going to be such a rough gym. Okay. We're risking it to get that biscuit. I think because of it being dark, we're losing over that fire spin. And it was a crit. I don't think it's enough. Nope. Oh, we'll just shock that minimize real quick. That flinch is wild. Okay. Only 7 more levels for this thing. Honestly, I might be spreading that Nurse Joy out throughout all the towns just to make it simpler. I just don't like that she doesn't work across the counter. You evolve at 36, I assume. I'm gonna hit that guy every single time. Yeah, like, it's already smoky in there. We'll all die, you fool. Choke's on you, tough guy. I don't use normal attack. Finally, a Pokemon I could kill with this thing. Holy crap. I think this is a job for the babysitter. Gotta change that stinky self type. Boom. Right on. Alright, Geeko, time to show me if you can actually pull your weight a little bit. A little preview. I mean, you got the higher level. That no scope kick and drain. Yeah. Alright, babysitter. Tell him to pull up his pants. Up. Not down. What I want to know is it like supposed to be a scrappy while it's saggy? Like, is that what scraggy is? It's scrappy and saggy? Guess I should be looking at Twitch right now to make sure that I am actually recording. You hear that probably every video because I record these one at a time like a doofus. Alright, cool. Turn down the volume so I'm not echoing and Gucci. I think this is the leader right here. Nope. Up here, maybe? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. There you are. Oh, so you stopped me. I'm not ready for this battle. Apparently he will attack you without you trying to attack him first. Fair heads up, because that just caught me off guard. But I guess it feels good, because you're stumbling around in the dark. As you can tell, I'm not all the way behind in the same creative mindset as I was at that time. Oh boy, are we about to get our butts kicked here. Remember the game where you just didn't even know? Huh. It's funny that's still named Spiritomb. I remember the game when you didn't even know Spiritomb was a Pokemon. It just randomly showed up in the Pokemon League and kicked your ass. Because it made you bait out all of your moves, and then all of a sudden it said, by the way, that's not actually my ace, even though that was my starting Pokemon. Here's a Garchomp. Die. Zoroark just kicked my butt. Alright, so now we know for next time. We're gonna go train for a minute though. We got a lot of a cave that we can also fight our way through. So I'm assuming we could probably beat Terra? I think that's Terra there. So I think Poison Ivy's before the Psychic. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Well, first we're gonna go try and beat some bikers. There should be a good, nice little chunk of those up here to beat. I don't think this guy has the same levels as the rest of them. Probably could have fought him earlier, but they will gradually get stronger throughout this little area. Oh, no, yeah, that's still a good level. Oh, okay. That was the hail that did that first a little bit. Cool. It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie woogie. It's it's electric. Oh my god, that's so hard for me to change a word of a song like that without changing all of them. Man, Altar Boy needs that level up. Might be having to do some training after this video just to get everything a little bit closer. Haven't done that since the forest. That was a few episodes ago. Boom. Wonder what level I evolve into Magmortar in this. And this is all treated like a cave. So shells is what I would have encountered if I'd have bolted this way. You're right, but I want that bike, so I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. As you can see, they're already as strong as the gym was. You're more or less supposed to come back here after you beat the gym. And even then, that level 40 golem at the end, plus the double battle between Hawk and Animal, it's pretty tough. Okay. As a reminder, go to the description. You can find the game, the link. Just remove the space4.com and the space4.gg, and you too can play Pokemon Pharaohs. Or go to EeveeExpo, type in Pokemon Pharaohs. It's there too. I'm the solo creator. I love this game. I totally would have beaten it by now if I didn't actually have to stream this and make it to where there's nothing playing on the TV or in the background. So can't watch Boondocks, couldn't watch Rick and Morty, couldn't watch The Challenge, or any of the scary movies I've been in a kick on. That's honestly the big limiter on why I don't play this game almost every day. It's because I gotta stream it. Don't have to. Want to. Kind of. Really just want to get this game out there and hope somebody somewhere likes it. It's definitely not the top tier game with all the animation and graphics, but 3 years, it was worth it. Absorb every little bit of HP and stuff like that. Let's make a bet. If I win, you go back to the Pokemon Center. If you win, you get that item and I go back to sleep in the snow. Deal. Papa Bear. Oh, bummer. Interesting. This is fine. Should be good. Oof, that did more damage than I thought it was going to. Why did I know it was gonna crit before it even hit? That's just not fair, man. Bubble boom. A cloister. This is gonna end poorly. Mobilized by love. We did it. We did it. I didn't know these could be male. That is a bad joke. Don't hate me. Wait, did my Quick Claw activate and then his Ice Shard was faster? I have been playing Pokemon for like 25 years and never once seen that interaction. That is crazy. Okay. And I've been using Quick Claw as like one of my go-to items for the longest time. Man, that is crazy. Did not know that was a thing. Goodbye. Probably could have used thank you for that, but I love that his sprite is him just falling over. I definitely had fun in a few places with that old man sprite where it's on the ground. Wish there would have been more little goofy things throughout the tile sets. What's that time? 24? So we got about 6 more left. Why do I feel like this thing's just gonna get Technician to death really quickly? Oh, it's definitely gonna get Technician to death really quickly. Alright, so we're gonna do a minor little level jump in between episodes just to make it to where we don't really have to stall too long on the gym. Then we could probably jam our way through the tunnel. Most of the tunnel in that same episode, so that's dope. Because these, you shouldn't even really be fighting these until later. Maybe after the ice gym, you can probably come back and beat them. I should put like a mild Nuzlocke warning on that sign. Say, come back after the 5th gym. Houndoom is insane against my team. Ooh, a Kecleon. So, fun fact about Kecleon and me. The first Kecleon I ever encountered in Pokemon Sapphire whenever I was a kid was purple. Like the 3rd or 4th one I encountered was purple. I didn't know shiny Pokemon were a thing. I legitimately thought that Kecleon came in 2 different colors. And then my friends thought I was cheating and hacking into the game whenever I showed them that I had 2 purple ones. It was only like 4 or 5 years later, and after Diamond and Pearl came out, 86, I don't even know anymore. But it was only after that, whenever shinies was explicitly said in a game that like that they were a thing, that we also and we started like playing around with Game Sharks and action replays, that we realized, oh man, I just got super lucky, and also weirdly unlucky that I had 2 different Kecleons in the same save file, like within 3 of them, within like 3 or 4 encounters that were shiny. Because in was that Moss Truffalog City? No, I think that's Pacific Log. The one with the trees, you know, where it's all a bunch of tree houses all over the place with the fire gym, I believe. No, that's with Winona. Yeah, that's with Winona. But yeah, totally encountered like 3 out of those 4 were shiny for me the first time, and then every playthrough after that, that I was just so upset because I never found a purple one again, and purple was my favorite color, and I just deleted the game and started a new one like I did for all other Pokemon games over time, without realizing how special and lucky it was. But honestly, I think the shiny rates in that game were weirdly messed up. Either that, or I just somehow seeded it, luckily, whenever I was a kid, so many times just by turboing A at the right moments. Who knows? What I know is, if I wanted to play this game, Pokemon Pharaohs, I would go to EeveeExpo.com. EeveeExpo.com, and then in that search bar, you would type in Pokemon Pharaohs. Or, if you just really wanted to make things easier on yourself, you would go down to the link in the description. That link in the description is going to take you to a Google Drive, and the Google Drive, when you download it, well, follow the install video. You can start playing this game without having the ridiculously terrible narration over the screen that you're listening to now. Or go to the Discord. That one also works, but you got to remove the space before .com and the space before .gg before you actually put it into your URL. Otherwise, it's going to take you to nowhere because it won't be an actual, like, you're not going to an actual website. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Please, tell me what you like about the game. Tell me what you don't like about the game. Don't tell me about how terrible I am in explaining things in the game. I know how terrible I am in explaining with words. If I actually was typing it to you, it would be so much more clear. It's crazy. But, please, love you guys. Tell me how you like the game or hate it. I want to make it better. Goodbye.